So the best class setup for the Maddox is going to be Quick Draw 1, Quick Draw 2 with Elo and the stock attachment. I am running the Stim Shot, Scavenger, Gung Ho, and Dead Silence. So that's the best class setup for the Maddox, and one of the great things about the Maddox is it can actually be used in different ways. You can actually be a little bit slower paced with it, and then all of a sudden you can start rushing with it. One of the biggest differences for me is running Stim Shot versus ComSec device. If I want my streaks, I'm probably going to go ComSec device. And since it can be used in several different ways, that's why I think this weapon is so popular and so dominant, because it is one of the best SMGs in the game, while also being one of the best rifles in the game. So now what we'll do is go ahead and jump into a gameplay breakdown where I kind of give you my thought process and actually how to use this weapon in the moment, because a lot of times people just play the game and they don't really have a clue, and this is the part where I think most of my subscribers have benefited from, because my channel is mainly about helping other players improve. So if you've enjoyed the video so far, or you enjoy any of the rest of the video, please remember to hit that like button. And if you're brand new to the channel, or you're one of the 80% that just continue to come back to my videos, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with notifications on, so you'll easily be able to find your way back. So one of the things that was pretty interesting in my recent video is that I was talking about the mini-map, and you get these little micro indicators that pop up telling you that someone is there, and that is without a UAV, and that is without firing their weapon. So to reinforce this, the mini-map is very important. You should be almost looking at the mini-map half of the time you're playing the game, and that is how important it is. Obviously, you'll get better at balancing, looking at the mini-map, looking at the middle of your screen. And I did give that tip about adjusting your safe area to bring it a little bit closer so your eyes don't have to work as hard, especially for those of you that are on larger TV screens. So one of the big issues we'll talk about in today's video is dealing with campers. You can see that my teammates and the enemy team are full of campers. For whatever reason, they're not really moving around the map. There's not a general flow. They're kind of held up in this building over here, and then in the window on the opposite side in the church. And they're not even torque camping with their little barricade and barbed wire. They're actually just looking at different areas, which is kind of smart, but overall they're just camping. You can see that they're not really moving around. Look at where all my teammates are. They're really not aggressive trying to go for that position, and they're getting killed. The other guy on my team right here that I'm working this way, he's going up in the window, and for whatever reason the spawns really haven't flipped. The enemy should be coming from this way, but since they're not dying, they're not spawning in. So I'm like, okay, let me rotate back to the other side. You can see that feed. They're all sitting up in that room killing my teammates. Looks like my teammates finally are able to push in a little bit, but there's still one guy in there. I'm deciding, hey, you know what? Let me run over there. Let me go ahead and take care of this. We're already down by 7 kills. So now it's been almost 2 minutes, and I haven't really ran into anyone other than that one guy that was coming down the stairs. You can see my teammate, he don't even push in the building, and then I'm the one that ends up getting lasered by a swordfish. So not too worried about that. We're still going to go on a pretty long streak here, and we're going to actually have almost half of the kills. And when you're dealing with players that have these play styles, you really want to go ahead and make sure that you're pushing into areas that you can actually control. And right here, I'm really paying close attention to the mini-map, because it looks like a lot of my teammates are on the other side of the map, but since I am still here, they are spawning in, so I'm getting backup. And that's the key. That guy went around the flank, and then he's about to get destroyed maybe, and then he does get killed. And you can see now all my teammates have flooded in, and now there's a good sense of distraction on these two guys down here. I see him pop up on the mini-map. I know I'm going to need streaks to win this match. We're already down by 11. I come through, go ahead and take the bolt out, get the assist on the first one, and then take out clean the second one. And you can see my teammate already has his torque little setup for camping. He has his barbed wire next to the window, not even placed properly, and the barricade's in a bad spot as well. And what you're going to see right here is I'm turning around after I put up my little drone. I walk out, and my teammate's literally right there. He's literally staring at the dude, but since he's sniping him, he missed him twice, and then I get absolutely melted by that swordfish again. So that's 2 deaths down. I only have a total of 4 deaths in the entire gameplay. So I actually know that there's 2 guys here. I take out the first one, and then for whatever reason, I don't get any hit registration. Maybe I'm missing all those shots, but I don't think I damaged the guy pretty much at all during that sequence. But at least now I'm going to be able to start chaining things together. We are down by 7 kills still. I'm watching that little hawk go off and tell me where people are. So that's a pretty good spot. When you put it on top of these buildings, it gives you a lot of awareness. I take out both of them. And now we're going on a pretty good spot here. I'm going to go on a long streak at this point. You're going to see how I move around. We got double barricade, double campers. Thank you, teammates. You guys are amazing. And just a heads up for everyone watching this video, if you're honestly trying to improve, I would avoid using torque altogether. A lot of times it's a little cheesy. You can get on some good streaks. People run into your barricade. You get some easy kills. So right here, the smart move is to wait for this guy to come out and then snap on him as quick as I can. I'm kind of in that blind spot as I'm sitting in that corner. It's not really an area that people tend to check. Now I'm coming around, seeing what's going on in the minimap. It looks like a lot's going on in the middle of the screen. I want to go ahead and try and help out because this guy does have a war machine. Peeking around, seeing what I can do. And you can see where my teammates are. No one is beyond mid-map. So pretty much I'm in no man's land all by myself. I'm seeing how I got to approach this. Seeing if I go upstairs, maybe I could find somebody. I saw the edge of somebody. He didn't hear me probably. And then I come up and end up taking them out. So now I'm up here and I can actually see what's going on. I got to get out of there because they're spawning heavy behind me. And all my teammates are still sitting in the back of the spawn. Not really contributing to the flow of the match. Maybe he's camping out for his streak, but I don't really see a lot of streaks calling in. So I'm not sure what the benefit of camping in your own spawn is. So I know one of my teammates just died in this building. So I'm just trying to peek to see if I can get an easy kill. And then I clean up that kill. Now I have a UAV. And now I got to play this smart. Because it still looks like they're spawning heavy in this area. Decided to call out my little crossbow. So I could be Robin Hood for a little bit. And it looks like a lot of them are in this building. I'm only kind of worried about this one coming from behind. But it looks like he went the opposite side. So we completely didn't cross paths at all. I go ahead and run through the spawn. Thinking that they're still going to spawn there. Because my teammates are heavily camping in that building. My UAV already got shot down. That guy literally shot it down the second it came out. That's one of the things with the UAVs in this game. They could get shot down instantly. Especially when people run double FMJ Titans. It's not a good thing. It just gets destroyed almost instantly. So the big problem with the people just camping in the spawn is I don't have a good idea of where enemies are. There should be a good positioning where there's these little holes in the map. So I'm basically running blind throughout the map. One of my teammates did call a UAV. Probably going to only be in the air for another pass or so. And now I know I need to get some kills. I see the guys in here. I go ahead and fire my weapon. He's clueless, it looks like. I go ahead and take him out. And you're going to see one of those little flashes on the minimap where it tells me the guy's to my right. And I didn't even see him. So he ends up popping up. I don't know if that has to do with the fog of war or whatever the case is. But the guy popped up as a little blip really quickly. And then I end up chasing him down, take him out. On a merciless streak. Not a very long one so far. But I do have my sniper's nest that I'm able to call in. Hopefully the guy doesn't shoot it down immediately because there is someone aggressive there. And we're still down by 4 kills, 3 kills, 2 kills. And the guy goes off with his Tempest. So thank you, teammate, for actually doing some work with that. So you could see how it's difficult to navigate around the map when pretty much all your teammates are one location. So hopefully if you're one of these teammates that just kind of huddles up with all your teammates and doesn't actually move around the map, you're not helping the situation on either end. You're not getting a good idea of where enemies are because you're just pretty much huddled next to them for an easy triple kill or wherever the case is. And then your teammates aren't helping you because pretty much they're not moving around the map to give you a death skull or to kill someone and know, hey, you know, someone's coming from that area. Whatever the case is, you got to have that balance where people are spread out throughout the map. So once I called in the streak, you can see it started chaining some kills together. That guy is still trying to shoot in the back of the spawn. I come around, try and take him out, and it looks like the spawn's a flip because he's moved up. I do see a guy right here, laser him. And there's another one, but his name doesn't even pop up. I start shooting at him. I do land a couple shots, and my teammates finish him off. I get that score, and I'm very close to the next streak. So right here, I'm just playing it safe, playing it smart, because I know I'm going to need these streaks. We are up by 12, but that doesn't mean anything in this game because somebody else on the other team could already start having their streaks. I call that in while the sniper's nest is still alive, which will generally increase the odds of your strike team actually landing. A lot of times people will just start shooting the strike team helicopter and then it just shuts it down immediately and it kind of screws you for that situation. So now with my streaks called in, look at the behavior of my team. You still got those 2 guys camping in the room together holding hands or whatever the case is. They both got destroyed. I come out, see if I could peek it. Nothing there. I end up taking this guy out again. And it looks like my teammates are starting to spread out quite a bit. I end up taking out another guy, get a ruthless. There's a guy over here I kind of want to avoid. I land a couple shots. You can see he's a high rank. I've been running into him pretty often. He's definitely coming back for the thirsty kill. Because once you kill someone a couple times, they kind of get mad. They kind of want to end that streak. So he's definitely searching for me, whatever he's doing. I take him out again. And it's kind of unfortunate because he is a Master Prestige. Doesn't necessarily equate to rank. I don't know how good the guy is. I don't think we had really head-to-head gunfights. But here's where I kind of mess up. I'm focused on pressing the buttons when you're in this little helicopter. And once I come out of this thing, then I end up pretty much killing myself. Would have probably been able to kill this guy if I was kind of focused up. I kind of got a little bit lazy, I think, because we were already up by so much. I already got all my streaks. I did what I needed to do. So let me know down in the comment section below. Do you think this has been more common where people are just starting to camp a lot more? Is that just because there's an influx of new players and maybe they're trying to learn the game or whatever the case is, they just don't know better? So hopefully if you made it to this point in the video, you enjoyed it or found it helpful in some way. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. And if you're brand new to the channel or one of those 80% that just keep coming back, Make sure you hit that subscribe button, double check for me. Make sure you turn it from red to gray and have those notifications on by ringing that bell. Also, just a heads up, I have been streaming on Twitch, so if you feel like you've been missing a few of the streams, go ahead and check out the link in the description. Go ahead and follow over there. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.